So this is going to be the episode in which we are contractually obliged to name drop Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it'll make sense as soon as we get down and start the game proper, but this game, as a whole, is pretty much Final Fantasy Majora's Mask.
And I like that.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Like,
Down on the surface,
I can see how this would be a source of contention.
still be on high alert.
I can see how the mechanics are a little rough around the edges.
You're
But
saying I should let things cool down
It
first.
sure as hell is more interesting than anything else done in any other Final Fantasy XIII title to date.
I'm going to
Like,
send you
this
to
plot stands for
Luxerion,
something in a
capital of the
gameplay perspective.
Or what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an
And I like
underground
it.
train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
This seems like a very involved plan, by the way.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown
And
territory.
knowing what I know about later days,
You were
that's
always
complete
brave.
bullshit.
Brave. I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry.
So yeah, this is the thing.
confusion, no
Lightning does not have emotions anymore?
What do you mean anymore?
Well, Well, yeah, but yeah, like, there is an in-game plot reason that she does not have emotions, which is weird because it's complete bullshit. This game, more than any of the others, she actually, like, emotes and has a character.
It seems like one of the things that they were trying to make these little self-aware nods to how Lightning acts. But then at the same time, somebody actually came in and honest to God fixed the problem with how Lightning acts. So
Basically, the best way I can describe it is that there was the team that wrote the main plot, and then there was the team that wrote all of the side quests, and there was absolutely zero communication between them.
I mean, the main plot is like glorious melodrama, and the side quests are just plain glorious sometimes. Anyway, look at all these people. More thought went into those 3 random people that we saw than the entirety of the NPC cast of Final Fantasy XIII 1 and 2. By the way, did you guys all notice that it's 9 o'clock? Like, it's very important that you guys understand that it's 9 o'clock.
Luxerion, a bustling metropolis, the divine city of light in the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city is governed in his name by a powerful religious sect.
Hey, wait a minute.
The Order of Salvation.
No. Why are
Its
you
followers
here?
believe in ultimate redemption.
Why
And
are
their faith
you
helps
here?
keep the fires of hope burning.
That's a legitimate question.
But even in this
But
pious city,
the better point was, why the fuck is Vanille? Well, the answer why is Vanille here is because they reused everybody.
a heresy.
I
that
can't
rejects
entirely
the
blame
teachings
them
of
for
Queen
that.
Benevelza.
But yeah, the reuse of certain characters is pretty much it's one of the few things I outright dislike about this game. But I can't fully hate them for it because they do what they gotta do.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the heretics doing.
The divine city doesn't look so holy now.
So yeah, do you guys like murder?
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light!
Straight away, this is by far the most interesting little plot beat in the entire 13 chronology.
Just a dummy.
You're not wrong.
Hope, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
I mean, this is not to say that the game will not come dangerously close to blundering it entirely, but
Coming up blank so far.
interesting, like,
I'll just find out.
etc. This is like
Luxerion, the divine city of light.
it's like, you know how some people talk about like early BioWare RPGs where they have every chapter as like its own little self-contained episode of a show. And the first thing they do is they establish location, establish the characters, get a little bit of intrigue, and then the hook, and then the cold open, and then you start doing stuff. And somebody has put some actual goddamn thought into the structure of the playable part of this game. And say it with me, kids, I like that.
So here we go. This is the first side quest of the game. And yeah.
Side quest is one way to put it.
I mean, it's what it is. It is classified as one of your side quests, but it is the first mandatory thing you have to do.
Like some of the plot lines have these little other quests involved in them.
Luxerion is the city of divine light, yet it has seen the murder of 3 girls in 3 days.
So I guess this is CSI Luxerion, huh?
Pretty much.
If you find out anything at all, I'd be anxious to hear it. There are
We're gonna have to examine the bodies for evidence, and then people are gonna start talking, and then we're gonna... that'd be too cool.
Same shade as yours.
Game can't be that
Become
cool.
a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
So, a series of women who look exactly like Lightning, and...
I wouldn't say exactly, but
Well, not exactly, but they look close to Lightning.
they have her bullshit pink anime hair. And yeah, I like that they've chosen this as the thing that links these random people to Lightning, is that they have this weird bullshit anime hair color. Like,
The Savior's mission is to rescue
somebody in the writing team finds this funny,
by forming a bond with them. You
and
can
they're
lead
not
your soul's
wrong.
salvation.
So, mechanically, this first particular bit is pretty simple. Just talk to everybody and examine the body, and you'll get enough pieces of evidence, and that eventually the Inquisitor will be like, "Hey, I know who it is now," and then you'll be allowed to move out.
Oh, I guess our work here is done.
Yeah, for right now, we are actually locked in this area.
It is, after all, still the tutorial. And it's like it's the tutorial in the sense that the last bit was just some bullshit action to get immediately interested. By the way, platforming. Like, do you guys like basic platforming?
And no, this time you don't have Mog to magically slow you down. Not that it really matters, but, you know.
Cat.
And the wig on that dummy was of the same color.
Like, or is that actually a cat? I can't tell. It looks cat-like.
That's supposed to be a cat.
Everything points to this being the work of those heroes.
Why is it here, and why is nobody commenting on it?
But why are they so sure what the Savior will look like?
This is definitely the kind of game in which, like, NPC animations can interfere with what is supposed to be important, poignant cutscenes. And I'm reasonably certain that the designers were aware of this and just thought, nah, fuck it, it's not that important. Because somebody on the development team has their priorities straight.
Very interested in this information. Wanna talk to
It can't be. Damn it. It's not
Alright, so this is a thing. It's just kind of here, but this is a side quest that is actually only available right now.
Oh yeah, we're into permanently missable shit, guys.
Placement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to
Which
worry.
is, yeah, and that is a thing that this game does. There's not much, but there is content that is straight up missable.
His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor.
I like that there's not very much.
Go home.
I also don't see... I can't see anybody missing this. Like, given how much you have to wander around and talk to everyone. I mean, I guess if you accept the quest and then you finish the rest of this bit without doing it, that might do it. Oh yeah, and it straight up tells you as well. That's nice. That's a quality of life concession that games with missable content should always do.
God save me, I saw what they did. If they find out what I know, I'm done for as sure as my name is Holmes.
Anyway, this, our missing fellow went about 5 feet off to the right.
Oh no, is it time for my shift already?
Oh well. Well, at least he can very easily get back to his post on his own.
Trust you. I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off
And we
the
won't have to do a
I got scared,
stupid
so I
escort
delayed.
sequence just to
I can't
walk
go
him a
back
couple
to
feet to
Frankfurt
one
with
side.
me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
Friend, I have some
don't have to
bad
do
news
anything.
for you.
But if you can
Oh,
protect me from those
nuts.
people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all
Despite
about
the fact that this man is about 10 feet from where he needs to be, we will in fact be doing an escort quest here.
Yeah, I guess this is tutorial-ish, I guess? Sort of?
For what?
For how to
You should cooperate with the
escort
investigator.
people?
They're bound
To like familiarize the player with the notion that there might be actual 3D happenings in the 3D world that are important, rather than just start a battle, start a battle, start a battle, start a battle.
I can think of one single instance in the entire game where an escort quest is actually even remotely
It might be worth checking out this
important.
area. Do you see any
Yeah.
suspicious employees or passengers?
Yeah, you're right. This bit is kind of extraneous, I guess.
Holmes, you
Thoroughly
saved.
weird.
I was so worried about you, I could barely concentrate on my.
I mean, you notice all of the clocks around are keeping up in real time.
I guess I just panicked.
Well, I say real time, real fake time,
I don't know why I
fake
got so
fake
scared.
real time.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean.
You say, what is real time anyway? It's what, like a couple seconds for every minute?
Yeah, it's 3. I think it's either 3 or 2.5 seconds in IRL time is 1 minute in the game.
I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no
Oh,
one told me that
what
when
a
I took this
responsible
job.
boss.
But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never.
It's a good thing he didn't get ambushed by a niblet on the way here. That would have been really awkward.
Yeah, we'd have had to like actually fight it.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Aww. Well, isn't that heartwarming?
So, here's the real reason that we do side quests. It is where all of your stat boosts come from.
Yeah, you forget grinding for EXP. They've done away with that. That's interesting, by the way.
It was the children of
Right, and that's one of the reasons that, like, that I said in the last video. Combat's really not something you're intended to be constantly doing. Because you don't get anything out of it. You don't get experience, you get a piddly amount of gold.
That's vital information.
There's not really very much to grind unless you're hunting for specific items.
I always said those people.
So that's a little bit irritating.
Every night
But yeah, I mean, I said earlier that there's one specific thing that fighting doesn't take from you that perhaps it should have, and that's time. Like, the clock freezes during encounters, so you lose nothing for fighting, and I'm trying to weigh up in my head whether or not this game would have been better if time had continued to run during every encounter.
That was a valuable witness statement.
Like, it certainly would have changed the prioritizing of certain aspects of the game. Maybe that could have been something they could have done in, like, meaningfully done in easy and hard mode, is make it so that time behaves differently in a fight.
Wait a minute.
There is one area in the game where time does flow during combat, but it's only in that place, and it's really weird.
Yeah, and we won't be getting there for a while.
Yeah, it feels really out of place, though.
Oh, I don't know. I think in that context of that place and that aspect of the game, it makes total sense. But you know, something ahead of ourselves.
Damn it, I know I shouldn't have been bragging about how me
I'll
and the Shadow
justify it in more detail in about 50 videos time.
Yeah, good job, dipshit. You're running around telling everybody you're friends with the Shadow Hunter.
You were with them, you know, the Inquisitors.
This guy is a responsible criminal.
The Inquisitor will definitely be very interested in this information. Want to talk to a few more people?
So yeah, surely we have gathered all of the stuff by now.
Actually, no. Hope will tell you when you have enough information.
Oh right, because Hope knows. If Hope knows so much, why doesn't he just tell us all the information?
They need to make progress with
Yeah, if we go to talk to the the Inquisitor now, he's like, this is valuable information, and then it just basically tells you to go find out more shit.
This place called the Forsaken Graveyard. Like, is that the actual official name of the place? Like, did somebody say, like, and I named this graveyard the Forsaken Graveyard and cut a red ribbon and everything?
It scared me to death. Maybe
That would have been a much better explanation than anything that it can actually come up with.
it was the murdered girl herself.
Well, this guy seems sane.
There we go. Now we have enough.
Wait, the culprits were the children of Etro?
Let's find out. Once
And
the
you
gates
just
open,
figured that out?
discreetly.
Yeah, as we were told by about 4 different people.
I'll talk to the
Ugh.
officers. Hopefully get these gates open.
If you know anything about
So,
the case,
the whole thing where I fucking love this game, as we noted, the lovability of this game
let them go.
kind of teeters on a knife edge at times.
Yeah. Yes, I'll give the order and we'll
And
see
stuff
what
like this is the cuts made by that knife, on whose edge the lovability of this game teeters, and that is a hell of a metaphor.
The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets.
Also, Inquisitor, you basically just got played, you know that? I was like, oh, how did you know that?
Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts.
Lightning doesn't comment on this, of course.
Their eyes embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is
So yeah,
that
this is a
their
JRPG in which we're literally on the side of God.
faith that much stronger.
Wonder how that's going to work out.
Perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead.
The Saviour, ladies and gentlemen. Like, yeah, I don't care, I'm a saviour, but, you know, believe whatever you want. Somehow that still saves him, though.
Well, the game will actually get into how saving works, but
First of all, freezing time.
yeah, Hope's going to give us a whole spiel about a bunch of bullshit. But what we did is we unlocked the ability to freeze time for about.
Hold it. I've seen something that's given me enormous pause just now.
It has limits, but you can slow time. It's just
Like, please tell me that we're gonna have to deal with it, aren't we?
you cannot use it again and again.
Yes, we are.
Only use it when it will count the
And I was feeling so good about talking about freezing time and about going to shops.
Anyway, so at the Outfitters you can buy new garbs and new equipment.
Always buy garbs. Sometimes buy equipment.
Yeah, always buy garbs. You need, I believe, 55 of attachments for a different quest, for a quest later in the game, so... But we'll worry about that next time. So next time we will be actually starting the game, for real, and showing off our ability to freeze time. It's gonna be great.
Fucking love this game.